Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the MAGE Wars, the city has its own mountain of problems to struggle with. The biggest ones being the ever-growing gap between the rich and the poor, an uncontrollable rise in crime, and the Purity of Light's aggressive crusade for new followers.
All right. Everlight is just a few minutes up ahead. Let's go look for Clara first. She said she'd meet us in Tiara's Grace.
It's in the northwestern part of the city. Hard to miss.
You got it.
Now would you look at that?
Tahar? This dream you've told me about, on our way from Leafshade to Mullendeer, the one you've been having since your childhood. I've been thinking about it.
Have you?
Yes. These strange, human-like puppets you see in it. They might be a way of your mind telling you that there's an aspect about your flesh, your body, which you haven't come to understand yet.
Where did you get that?
I'm a dreamweaver, Tahar. I know my way around the human mind. But then again, dreams are enigmatic. I might be completely mistaken.
Wait, you there. Yes, you. Could you spare a moment?
Me?
Yes. You're military, aren't you? You must be. I can tell by the way you're walking.
Former military, yeah. Why do you ask?
Well, I don't know how to say this, but I could really use your help. My daughter, Rosa, she didn't come back from the river last noon. Now, she was always a stubborn child, but it's been over a day now, and that doesn't seem like her at all. I'd go look for myself, but as you can see, my legs don't work like they should anymore.
What happened to your legs?
I'd prefer not to talk about it. It's a painful memory, as you can imagine.
What are you people doing out here anyway?
Isn't it obvious? Waiting for admission.
You are refugees?
Yes. Howard folk, to be precise. We made it all the way here just to be told that the city's full. But then again, I get why they're doing this. I really do. Everlight has only so much bread and shelter to spare for strangers with no more belongings. But Rosa gone. That's an entirely different story.
What about the Everlight Guard? Did you talk to them yet?
The Guard? They barely have time to keep the city streets safe. They aren't going to waste any on a refugee.
You're well articulated. May I ask what you did before?
Before that bloody war tore everything to pieces, I was a herbalist. But all that, my store, our house, it got burnt to the ground by the rebels. It's strange. My life back then, it doesn't even feel real anymore. You know, we have all these things that we think define us, that we think have substance, but they don't. One day you wake up and they're gone. But I'm sorry. I digress.
All right, I'll go see if I can find your daughter. You said she went to the river?
Yes, to clean out my wrappings. She's around 5 feet tall, has blonde, long hair, and a birthmark on her right cheek. Thank you, sir. You have no idea how much that means to me. Just find her, please.
Told me about, on our way from Leaf Shade to Mullendeer. The one you've been having since your childhood. I've been thinking about it.
Have you?
Yes. These strange, human-like puppets you see in it. They might be a way of your mind telling you that there's an aspect about your flesh, your body, which you haven't come to understand yet.
Where did you get that?
I'm a dreamweaver, Tahar. I know my way around the human mind. But then again, dreams are enigmatic. I might be completely mistaken.
Blasted armor. More fighting. Does this never end? All right. Is this really necessary? You'll regret this. Danger up ahead.
I'm injured.
That way?
Understood. Everlight. I didn't think I'd set foot in here again so soon.
Have you been here before?
A long time ago, yes. That was still during the wars. It looked quite different at that time.
I can imagine. It is a beautiful city, but it has a dark side, too. People disappear every day.
This way, right?
Understood.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
They killed one of our heroes.
Huh?
I need help over here. We need you.
They killed one of our heroes.
Fine. Help! Please! Damn it! I need healing. Yes?
They killed.
City, but it has a dark side, too. People disappear every day.
Highwaymen.
They killed one of our heroes.
Will do.
I'll do what's required.
Just give the word. I'm injured.
That's the way.
Get ready.
Got it.
You got it.
Not now!
Prepare yourselves. I'm injured.
That way?
I'll be swift.
I can't focus!
Blasted armor.
All right. Here goes nothing.
I can't focus! Highwaymen. So close to Everlight, though. That's strange.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now would you look at that?
Tahar? This dream you've told me about, on our way from Leaf Shade to Mullendeer, the one you've been having since your childhood. I've been thinking about it.
Have you?
Yes. These strange, human-like puppets you see in it. They might be a way of your mind telling you that there's an aspect about your flesh, your body, which you haven't come to understand yet.
Where did you get that?
I'm a dreamweaver, Tahar. I know my way around the human mind. But then again, dreams are enigmatic. I might be completely mistaken.
This way, right?
As you want.
I'm injured.
Blasted armor.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll do what's required.
Here we go.
Let's see. Interesting. Let's see.
That way?
Blazes. Blonde hair. Birthmark on the cheek. That's the old man's daughter.
They made her suffer before they killed her. I can still sense her echo.
Let's go back to the old man. He'll want to know. Understood.
Tahar, I do not think it's wise to tell that old man about what the bandits did to his daughter.
Why?
It would only make him suffer more. Tell him she fell and broke her neck. That way, he will not have to spend the rest of his life picturing her final moments.
Yes? Did you find her?
Well, there's no good way to say it. Rosa is dead. She slipped while getting water and broke her neck.
She... What? What do you mean?
What I just said. We found her body near the river. I'm sorry for your loss.
But... No. No, that's not possible. She was always graceful, dexterous. She wouldn't have fallen. You must have found someone else. I will go look for her myself once the legs have recovered. She's still out there. I can feel it.
Look, sir, she had the birthmark. It was your daughter.
It wasn't. Now, please go. I need to rest. And then I need to prepare. Yes, I have to.
What a goddamn mess. Such a young girl, abused and murdered. Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with this world.
Will do.
Sure.
Understood.
That's the way. More fighting. Does this never end?
Now would you look at that? Interesting.
Blasted armor.
Understood. Let's see. Got it.
Hold it right there. What's your business in this city? You one of the refugees? There's been an awful lot lately.
Has there?
Hi, just last night a whole carriage of them arrived here.
And you let them in?
Those I did, yep. But that's because that woman leading him claimed to know Farland, the mayor. Didn't believe her at first, but she wouldn't let it go and asked us to send word to him. Well, so that we did. Turned out she was right. The mayor asked to let him in at once and gave him a roof to sleep under. Mysterious world, isn't it?
Well, I'm not a refugee.
You know what? I even believe you. And what's your business?
I'm looking for work.
Sellsword, are you? Well, then I suggest you go talk to old Ramsey. He's in charge of the militia. He might have some work for you. Go on inside. Just behave yourself and you'll be fine.
Sure.
Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need. A fair offer. The best wares from Kalia to Nortander. Farewell.
Now would you look at that?
Armors and shields. Everything from copper daggers to moon silver swords. You know how to bargain, don't you?
Interesting.
Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need. Come again. May Tiara bless your path. Yes, come closer. I'm sure I have just what you need. Farewell.
No, Penelope. You cannot do this to me, he loudly screamed, full of pain and anguish. Penelope softly cast him a mournful glance. Her eyes dreamily drifted off towards the merciless and cold winter sky. But I have to, she silently whispered, full of remorse. Her tender breath tenderly caressed his haggard cheekbones, mockingly. My heart beats with yearning when I see her sweet and lovely face. For you, oh my former beloved, my feelings resemble the deepest depths of the deep sea of dreams, but alas, I am still young. I want my heart aflame, burning brightly like the fires of Zarek. She, oh my former beloved, is the spark that shall kindle my desires. A bitter tear bitterly flowed down Bartekius's face, as if slyly commenting on his endless, horrible suffering. The wind howled mourningly in the distance. A storm would come. If that is your wish, oh beloved, Bartekius vigorously ejaculated, full of loving acceptance. Then I shall accept it, for I know that true love knows no malice, no jealousy. True love knows love, and love only. Ceremonially, he boldly knelt down in front of her and took her soft and tender hand into his equally soft and tender hands. Zestfully he said, I shall wait for you. I shall wait for you. Go, O lovely Penelope, go and give this sweet woman you desire all the love you can muster. Make her heart rejoice in fierce passion, like a sun-kissed red cherry. I shall wait, And when the sun stops shining, and the stars long have died, I shall still do so. For now, you too, O sweet Penelope, are my former beloved. Goodbye.
Now would you look at that?
What is it?
What was that? What did you just read?
That was an excerpt from my novel, The Shackles of Desire. Do you like it?
That was atrocious.
Well, obviously, I'm talking to a simpleton. Best move along, will you? I have hearts to kindle.
Let's see.
He rattled the dwarf full of gold, saved by the crowd who was told not to trust dwarves, and behold, shady pirates boarding for some sunken mold.
Interesting.
This way, right?
That wasn't a particularly good poem.
Rats with their hairy, ugly butts, they gnawed on our nuts, dangling dead between our legs, but maybe we fend them off next.
That wasn't a particularly...
Rats with their... but maybe we fend them off next.
This blasted elf, he just won't shut his trap.
What's wrong?
He's been citing poems for days. They don't make sense and they are horrendous. Someone should either pay him to leave or show him we don't want him here.
That wasn't...
but maybe we fend them off next.
Now would you look at that?
No, Penelope. You cannot do this to me. He loudly screamed, full of pain and anguish. Penelope softly cast him a mournful glance. Her eyes drifted off towards the
There you are.
cold winter
I was
sky.
wondering when you'd show up.
I came as fast as I could. Where are the villagers?
In a safe place. Not the most beautiful part of this city, but it'll do. For now. Ah, and I sent Ralph to an apothecary. Despite the fire nettle, his cramps have gotten worse.
I see. How was the rest of the journey?
Well, since you made short work of the General's army, it was almost relaxing. Thanks again. I'm not the most pious of persons, but that the Harbinger sent you, of all people, was a true blessing. And I still can't believe we didn't lose a single soul on that journey. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Speaking of it, hang on a moment. Here. I think you should have that. As a token of gratitude. Either way, that's not why you're here, right? You kept your promise, and I'll keep mine.
Allies? Does that mean you'll introduce me to those friends of yours?
Yes. In fact, I've already told him about you. His name is Phelan Argyle, the mayor of this city.
True love knows love, and love...
You're friends with Everlight's mayor?
Well, friends is a big word. Let's just say that he still owed me a favor.
Will he meet with me?
Yes, just go to his house and tell the guard that you're sent by Clara Farland. She'll let you in. So, I guess this is where we part ways, isn't it? It was a pleasure, Tahar. Thank you for everything.
Make her heart rejoice in fierce passion.
Likewise. What will you and your people do now?
Play it by ear, I suppose. That's what I've always been good at.
Stars long have died. I shall still do so. For now, you too, O sweet Penelope, are my former beloved. Goodbye.
will do.
State your business.
Whose house is that?
If you have to ask, you sure as heck don't belong here. Sod off. State your business.
Clara Farland sent me.
Huh. The description fits. Fine, go on in. Argyle is waiting for you.